Hey guys, I'm the Nostalgia Kid. I remember it, and you should too. But yeah, today I'm talking about the anime Tower of the Gods. This anime came out a little over a year ago now. And I'll be honest, I'm really entertained by this anime. Now, what is the anime Tower of the Gods about? Well, basically, it's about this young boy named Bam and a young girl named Rachel. And they have some form of relationship. I'm not sure if it's like romantic or if it's a friendship or any of the details like that. But basically, it's about them, and they are in this one tower. Unfortunately, we never see the full tower. I want to say it's a metaphorical tower more than anything else. And they basically have to climb the tower. By climbing the tower, they're completing a series of challenges and competition against dozens of other people. And I would say hundreds because the anime does start off with hundreds of random side characters. But in the first handful of episodes, those random side characters are killed off very quickly and or eliminated. Yeah, pretty much every episode of this anime is a different form of challenge, either in tests of strength, tests of tactics, team building exercises, which is really debatably good because on one hand they're getting to know the other competition, the other competitors, but at the same time it's bad because only like one of them is going to reach the top of this tower. And we really don't know. Well, as far as I know, only one of them is supposed to reach the top of the tower. So we really don't know who is going to be number one at the end of the day. Now, as the anime progresses, there are handfuls of characters outside of Bam and Rachel who actually get separated very early on in the anime, and is actually Bam's whole reason for climbing the tower to begin with. Is climbing the tower to look for Rachel. And Rachel is climbing the tower for her own reasons that are revealed later on in the anime. And if anything, they're a little bit malicious, if anything. There are some, you could easily make the argument, well, of like, well, this sounds like the like fighter arc from like Dragon Ball Z, or the Challenger arc from One Punch Man or whatever, or the some arc from some other anime. And it's like this could have been something different and more original. Like, that is true, but this anime, I feel like has enough twists and turns where I find it interesting. And if nothing else, it's a fun anime to watch. And I do like that we do learn more about some of the characters that they do focus in on. There's some characters in this anime that have really horrible backstories. Now, amazingly, one very interesting thing about this anime is it's not actually based on a Japanese manga, unlike so many other anime that I review on here. It's actually based on a Korean made webtoon series. To anyone who doesn't know what webtoon is, it is basically this one app where it's a bunch of like free comic books that, well, not well, I guess I could say comics, web comics basically, and you could read them like right on your phone. It's free to download. We're not sponsored by them, by the way. You and I wouldn't mind Webtoons if they did sponsor us. Webtoons, I would love to be a sponsor for Webtoons. Just get a contract in front of me, and as soon as I read it, I will get back to you. So I just find that interesting, and I feel like it's something that you should know because throughout this anime, you're gonna see Crunchyroll and Webtoons collaborated to make this anime possible. So yeah, this is an anime based on a Korean artist rather than a Japanese artist. And if you're wondering what the difference is, well, I'm not really sure. But still, it's very good. Now, part of me would love to say more, but I think I've already said almost everything I need to say. The characters are very interesting and different. The main character He's bland as usual and with a ridiculous amount of power, but hey, he's a main character, so that's how he has to be. And you know what? I feel like the motivation for him in this anime is just good enough. Now, one thing I will say though is don't watch the last episode, and instead watch the second to last episode. Now, if you're wondering why I say that, well, I mean, if you really want to watch the last episode, watch it. But the second to last episode, in my opinion, is where they should have ended the series. They should have made the final episode of this series the first episode of the next season, assuming they get another season for this anime. So we'll see how that works out. Well, that's pretty much everything I have to say for the anime Tower of the Gods.